go on ahead and finish up social media stuff. There we go. Okay. I can pay attention to chat now. There we go. Let's hope that Nightbot shows up. Alright, I can close you. Well, the cold snap is over for the most part. It's gonna get really cold for one day next week, but other than that... Oh, you can't summon minions in here? That's interesting. Alright. Okay, well, I think I'm just about ready. Oh, there's Nightbot. Okay. Alright, Nightbot has shown up. It took 2 minutes, but it did show up. Alright. Something wrong with my webcam? Hold on. Yeah, that looks a little better. Okay. I think I'm just about ready, so how about we go on ahead and get started and see if we can knock out all of 5.4 tonight. Because I'm thinking it's going to be 2 or 3 more streams before I'm completely done with the Shadowbringers MSQ. So let's go on ahead and see if that's actually going to be the case. Let's do that. LSA only has one thing on our mind. At long last, we have a cure. In theory, at any rate, we cannot be certain until such times we put it to the proof. But I'm quietly confident. Well, if we're to test on someone, I suggest Gabu. Symptoms are relatively mild. It'll be fine. I'm sure of it. Yes, as long as we exercise due caution, it would be fine. Without further ado, then, let's make for Limsa. We've kept Gabu waiting long enough. Alright, well, you two hold down the fort. We'll be back. To Maelstrom Command! Wait, I can teleport. Why am I... Wait, I can teleport. Why am I running out the door? There we go. Now I can summon a minion. Yeah, look at him. I love him. He's adorable. Alright. Maelstrom Command it is. Out castle. Boop. Well, this is the moment of truth. All of our hosts bring Gabu to us at once. Well, let's pray this treatment works on him.
Apologies for the wait.
Gabu, have you been good?
Still no change, I'm afraid. He just stands there in silence until we move him.
It's all right now. We're going to help you get better.
Fancy meeting you here.
Alphino Yushtola! I thought you were attending to primal matters.
We were, and came here for a meeting on the subject. Certain pirate factions did not deign to attend, however, and it was cancelled.
We had resigned ourselves to having wasted a journey when we chanced to espy you. Could it be that there has been progress with the treatment?
Oh, you could say that. We seem to have learned something of a cure of sorts.
Using Magitech terminals to formulate the solution. I would never have contemplated such an approach.
So this new magic, adapted from memory transference, would be used to purge the subject of their fanatical faith, while Angelo would be responsible for reanimating the ether of their soul. Yet I wonder at the practicalities. If one were to reanimate the soul first, it would only serve to exacerbate the tempering. Conversely, a stagnant soul would not respond to the effects of the magic. Would both need to be performed simultaneously?
Ah, nothing escapes Master Matoya's inquiring eye. As you say, both must be carried out simultaneously. And thus, I propose to imbue Angelo with the tempering treatment in much the same manner as I did the spirit vessels.
Hello, Angelo.
By doing so, we also spare Graha the trouble of casting spell after spell. It's really rather efficient.
Be that as it may, certain difficulties are unavoidable. The imbuing process will still require no small amount of ether. And, as I can no longer draw upon the Crystal Tower's stores of energy, I will be compelled to rely on those of others.
Well, I, for one, would be glad to assist.
As would I. Since the resumption of our duties, it has been naught but stuffy meetings, and I have ample ether to spare.
Excellent.
Translation: Your soul
With your
has
permission, then,
become
let us begin.
feisty, I guess. I mean, I'm fine with that if you know what I mean. I like how the guy in the back is just
Yes,
watching all of this
will
happen.
do.
Ow. Bump my hand.
And now, it's my turn.
I hope he hasn't forgotten that spell, because that's the only chance we only had a chance to see it once, and then never again.
'Tis done.
What one of those things is a minion?
No small amount indeed.
Well, we seek to go where even the Allagans did not. It was never like to be easy. The rest is up to you, Alize. The treatment itself will take time and focus, so we will need a quiet room. I'm sure our hosts can spare one. I will go with her. It may be a while before we return, so I would ask for your patience and your faith.
Do what you gotta do, I'll just be over here.
We'll bring Gabu back. You see if we don't.
'Twould seem our part is played. Let us find a place to recuperate while we wait for news.
Ah, perfect. I know a good restaurant. In fact, it's the same place that the Culinarians Guild is at. And for some reason, I've been expelled for too many fires. I'd rather not go into it. Well, it seems as good a spot as any to have a rest.
For years, Eorzea has labored to find a solution to the primal problem, without success. Any hope that tempering could be reversed faded long ago. I myself had given it up as impossible. Given up on the tempered and the light corrupted alike. They were problems to be tolerated, or else eliminated, I believed. And to think otherwise was pure naivety. Childishness, even. But Alisaie refused to give up. She struggled and she struggled. And her efforts were rewarded with a way to bring back Halric. And now countless others may no longer be beyond salvation. However much we bicker, I have the greatest respect for my sister. Had I half her stubbornness, nay, her unwillingness to accept the status quo, I would be a far better person. A far better scion.
Well, if it's any consolation, she's in awe of your work.
She told you of my graduation thesis. How very embarrassing. Nonetheless, it is comforting and not a little surprising to hear that I'm still capable of impressing my sister. On the rare occasions I'm not annoying her, that is.
Oh, Alisaie, are you all right?
Alisaie, are you all right?
The treatment. Did it work?
I assume by that stumbling.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you all. Delighted, happy, glad.
He's talking! My god, he's animated now. Yay!
All this time, my mind was filled with thoughts of Great Father Titan. But I never forgot about Mother and Father. Always, they were in my heart. Constantly, ever, always. So I tried to focus on their faces. Theirs and yours. Alisaie's and everyone's. And I found that I could remember. One thing, then another, and another.
Your hopes reached Gabu. They helped him to hold on.
I'm so proud of you, Gabu.
I couldn't have done it without you, Alisaie. Can you help the others too? Cure them, heal them, help them?
Yes, we can. all of them.
Without wishing to dampen the mood, I feel compelled to add certain caveats regarding the viability of the treatment for general use. As you know, reversing the effects of tempering demands a profuse amount of ether. And while Alize was able to heal Gabu alone, I fear the same will not be true for those who exhibit more advanced symptoms. Moreover, the treatment's effects are limited to the soul. It offers no succor to those whose very flesh has been altered through prolonged exposure to a primal's influence. All of which is to say that we cannot save everyone.
Maybe we can't, or maybe we can. No one gave us a hope of saving Gabu, and yet here we are. We must find a way to treat as many as possible.
Then, the next logical step would be to produce a veritable army of Porkses, would it not? Granted, it seemed a simple enough process in the first, but I suspect it will be different here in the source. Not that I am any authority, of course.
Will anyone know any sources of magical clay we can
Yes,
find?
there is an authority on familiars to whom we may grudgingly turn. She's stubborn, haughty, eccentric, irascible, laconic, annoying. And her name is Master Matoya, the real one.
Okay, you were describing her and not you.
I have to go now, Gabu. But the people
she
here
could have
will
been
look after
describing
you,
herself.
right? And I promise to come and visit you again soon.
All right. Thank you, Alize. Thank you.
Yay, he's no longer just a walking husk. Yay! Well, if we're gonna have other people using those Porksies to cure tempering, we might want to have them pack a lot of food, preferably carbs, because that would probably give them the most ether. So, anybody got some spaghetti? Like master, like pupil. As she will be at pains to remind me, I have not paid Master Matoya a visit since returning from the first, but this seems as good a time as any. Come, let us make for a cave. Well, it'll be nice to see her again. Mainly because her voice actor unfortunately passed away. Alright, let's find a way out of here. The exit is this way. I wonder if the devs are ever going to play a prank on people that have completed this by making Alexander disappear at points. I think that'd be hilarious. Yeah, the frogs inside Matoya's cave are also quest givers. Yeah, I think that'd be hilarious if at certain points they just make Alexander just disappear as a joke. I take it you're ready to bear witness to the joyous reunion of master and pupil. Very well. Oh, I can't wait.
Nary a word from you all this time, then you bring every man and his pirogo with you. Did no one teach you any manners, girl?
Lovely to see you too, Matoya.
They were too busy teaching me etherology, Master. Jesting aside, I wanted to be the one to express our gratitude. I am told you spared no effort to sustain our bodies while we were away. And for that, we owe you our lives. Thank you.
You were gone so long. I was starting to think you'd set your heart on staying.
I mean, she almost wanted to stay.
It wasn't easy to leave, as it happens. Seldom does one have the opportunity to study other worlds, and I would not have minded extending my stay by a handful of years.
Ever the scholar. Y'shtola dedicated herself to studying ancient civilizations of the First, befriending a tribe known as the Knights Blessed in the process. There she took on the name of Matoya and won the respect of all the children of the forest.
Alpha, no. Oh my god. Someone's getting a stern talking to later.
I merely adopted an alias in accordance with the custom of my hosts. Yours just happened to be the first name that came to mind.
You mean to tell me you went gallivanting about using my name and only bother to visit when you need a favor? And don't pretend you don't. I taught you long enough.
Indeed. And devoted pupil that I am, I could not fail to recall my master's sage advice. When the answer eludes you, look to the wisdom of your elders.
You there. Were you going to introduce yourself?
How remiss of me. Grahatia is my name, and I'm proud to call myself a scion. I too wish to offer my gratitude for your invaluable aid in sustaining the Archon's bodies, as well as my apologies. It was my inexpert summoning spell which endangered their lives in the first place.
Ah, yes. The one bent on digging up the mysteries of Alag. Old Galaf used to speak of you. And Kryles told me all about your recent exploits. Do you have a bad back or something? At ease, boy. Whatever mess you've made, I'm not in the habit of dwelling on the failings of the younger generation.
You are too kind. I've also heard much and more about you, Master Matoya. 'Tis an honor to finally make your acquaintance.
Well, that's more than enough pleasantries for anyone. Tell me what you want. I haven't got all day.
Oh, you're the one. You're up, Alisei. Summon a pig and tell Matoya about it.
So that's the way of it. It should be a simple enough matter to make the familiar. The magic, on the other hand.
Ah, that you may leave to me. Being the only one possessed of royal blood, I alone can imbue the subject with the necessary magic.
So I just need to create porxes with the power to stir the soul. Just, I say. Though we're talking about a veritable herd of the little buggers, we'd collapse before we reached double figures.
Something tells me you have something in mind.
But if I could get a familiar to create the familiars, a mother Porksy, as it were.
That could work.
Seems I haven't seen the last of that moldy old hole after all.
I beg your pardon? Do I need to slap an age restriction on this stream, or? All right, off to my old workshop then. Everything required to make it familiar is there. That may be, but no one has set foot in there since the Exodus. I dread to imagine what's become of it. Oh, there's sure to be a handful of fell familiars and mayhap a monster or two, but nothing to trouble the likes of you. You can consider cleaning up the place payment for my help. Fine, we'll do it. Good girl. Now, if there are no other objections, I suggest you run along to the Maker's Quarter. I'll send one of my poor algos ahead to let you into the workshop. You need only tell him who you are. One can't be too careful after all. Off you go. What are you still doing here? Off to the Maker's Quarter with you. I'll join with you when I'm ready. Go on now, shoot. I love you. Exit should be this way. Oh, good. I gotta tell, trying to get recruited into a free company. Unfortunately, this character is not is not interested in being recruited in anything. Hell, I don't even have a free company on my main character. Oh, I wonder what happens if I touch the barrier. Is it going to be like a bug zapper, or... Oh, okay, it's just something you can hit and it won't let you go any further. Okay. It'd be hilarious if it acted like a bug zapper. You just run into it and bzz, you get sent flying in a random direction. Alright, so we are gearing up to get into a dungeon. There we go. Greetings, Ribbit, and welcome to my good mistress's Lerict. Puro Rogor is my name, and I'm honored to be your guide. Within you will find a space dedicated to the making of familiars, along with a cavern where the requisite ingredients may be had. I must warn you, however, that the place has not played host to a single soul, much less a broom, in over 15 years, and will, I regret, be in some dismay. But rest assured, my brothers, and I shall see to it that you do not lose your way. Now then, Ribbit, only say the word and I will show you in. The word. Alright. Well, these are the only 4 we get as options, so let's go on ahead and form a party. Well, unfortunately, the only one that's not going to be joining us is, Stola. Let's go! We have a melee, a caster, a healer, and a tank. Alright. Into Matoya's Relict. That's a lot of books. And frogs.
Right. To begin with, I need you to gather a few ingredients. Listen well to what the Porogos say, or you'll wish you had.
Alright. Let's go. First things first, we'll need to harvest some clay. Yeah, that means I'm going into green. The clay can be had at the Clay Dog Cauldron, Ribbit. To this portal if you would. Whoop. Please follow me, Ribbit, and put down any pests that bar the way. Alright.
There.
And I'll just do that. Alright. Next set.
Leave the healing to me.
Takes out that one. Another Hell Frog. Oh, did I actually stun the right one? Nice.
On guard.
Allow me to assist you with the gap, Ribbit. Oh, God. Okay. Forgot that you get launched there. Go. I did not imagine that place would be so infested, Ribbit. Oh, God, hi. Sonny of Ziggy. Ah, yes. I remember Ziggy from the first Dravania dungeon we did. That thing can fire. Okay. God, the fire effect on that attack is just so over the top. Clay's just across the way, but you'll need to deal with the Mudman first. Ribbit. Alright. Huh, how appropriate for a, for the name of a boss. The Mudman. God. Okay. Oh, why is this thing going after me specifically? Oh, right. I gotta have it get sucked into one of those things. Alisay! Alphino, get your sister up, please.
My thanks.
Oh, look at that look at that guy over there. He just looks like he's having a fun time. It blocks some of the drains. Oh, good. I am in front of the right drain. Oh, good.
Just the beginning.
Zap. Zap.
Let's give them a show.
Yep. Now we have our clay. Ribbit. Let's return to the interstice. Or whatever that word is. Interstice. I got heirloom greaves offending. Well, those don't help me whatsoever. 480 item level 485. Yep, they definitely don't help. Alright, need to get the water flowing again. It will be my pleasure to show you to the Clear Note Cauldron. Please use this portal, Ribbit. A wandering well. For your own safety, I ask that you keep close to me, Ribbit. Or, you know, just go head first into the enemies like an idiot. go on ahead and pull the next mob. There they are! Alright. This way, please. Thank you. Perfect. Please wait while I move the lift. Ribbit. Got a ring of healing. I don't know if that's going to be good for my sage or not. I'll find out, though. Hello. Didn't mean to do that.
Leave the healing to me.
Perfect. Ooh, we got some more water blobs up ahead. Oh, good. We got to take care of these guys first, though. Oh, we can't go up there yet. We gotta wait. Yep. Let a spring yonder ought to put a spring in her step, ribbit. Wait. Heirloom necklace offending. There we go. All of them are off of me now. You know, I don't like the concept of cave gelatin. That just sounds like something very nasty. Well, sounds like a very cursed dessert or something. Cool. Another lift, ribbit. Just a moment. Ah. Wait. I see. There's a thing. I sense a mischievous presence, ribbit. Please, take care. Nixie. Alright, well, let's go on ahead and zamp it.
Let's play! Let's play! Water becomes spears, things of flesh and bones to pierce.
Oh! Well, better steer clear of that.
Just the beginning.
I think I'm just gonna go over here. Oh. Going up that. What the hell? Oh, I see. Okay. They need to make that a little more clearer if you're doing this with duty support. Oh. Well, I think that would have killed us. Okay, stay here. Over here then. Whee! Oh. Okay, I'm not supposed to get launched up by these yet. Oh, poop. I thought it went off. Oh, well.
Leave the healing to me.
I am gonna need a lot of towels after that. The water is flowing again, Ribbit. Let's head back. Alright, so where are you taking us now? I got, gauntlets of aiming, so... for my dancer. Cool. Last but not least, we need to fire up the kiln. Step right through, Ribbit, and I will guide you safely to the Kinfire Cauldron. Okay. Oh, jeez. Something wrong with this lava? Okay, whatever. What the ribbit? Roar. Hellfrog medium. Still waiting for Hellfrog large. Oh god. Yep. There we go. Got that one. Little magma can't stop us, ribbit. I highly doubt this is magma, and it's more just... This is just paint. This is just pools of paint. Oh god, it's the big brute again. Okay. So it adds a debuff to all of them. Increases damage taken by an additional 5%. Okay. Alright. How much you want to bet that large faux bat is going to be showing up one more time? Wouldn't be surprised if it's the final boss of this area. Zip. Let us through, please. Thank you. Ugh, honestly, smite this fiend once and for all, ribbit. Oh, it's not the final boss. Okay. Yeah. Oh wait, does Grajas have the old version of Goring Blade? Because the current iteration of Goring Blade can only be used when you use your damage buff. Well, that's a waste. That takes care of the kill, ribbit. Oh, okay, cool. So I guess we head back then. And away we go. Alright, so we got everything going. Alright, it's time to bake ourselves a poxy.
Right then. Let's get this over with. Newborns are wont to be difficult. Sure, who's in charge?
Right, this is the final boss of this dungeon. The Mother Porksy! Porcine porcelain, Mother Porksy. That's gonna make it for a lovely thumbnail. Alright. Don't show any fear, they can sense it. Alright. I like it. The name of that attack is Tenderloin. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we stay away from that. The meat mallet. Ah, I see. Oh, I can't attack it. Barbecue. Okay. That was close. Oh, and it's going again. She's hitting herself. All right. Whoa, okay. Oh. Woo.
You underestimate me.
Don't know why I did that. I like that her area attack is called Tenderloin. Oh, she's just gonna keep on using it. Well, let's go on ahead and do Shade Shift. I don't know why I did that either. You never use that one. I'm messing up my buttons. Alright, Alice, say I get this one. pork chops tonight!
Quite a fight. Quite a fight she put up.
Alright, well, let's get her to do our bidding then. She looks so adorable, though.
There we are. Quite tame.
Then all that remains is for me to imbue her with the magic. My friends, I'm afraid I must trouble you for your ether once more.
Hey, you want me to help out too?
Alright, time to upload the program into the pig. And upload complete.
That should suffice.
Good. Let's set her to work then, shall we? I want to see some porkses. Assuming that is, someone can spare the requisite energy. A mere drop in the ocean for the great sorceress Matoya, I dare say.
Why is everyone panting? It wasn't that hard to get to over here. I'm just standing here. I'm feeling fine.
Excellent. Our very own litter of Angelos. And we can make as many more as we want, simply by providing the mother Porksy with additional ether.
I will require a moment before I try again.
It's still hard work, but a damn sight more efficient than making them one by one. Thank you, Master Matoya. Everyone. We're a step closer to our goal.
For a little more fun, listen to Y'shtola's line without context.
Distributed amongst the allied nations, they should do much to facilitate closer dialogue with the beast tribes. And given their present travails, I believe our friends in Limsa Laminsa should be the first beneficiaries.
Agreed. Though I must leave this errand to you. I doubt my legs will carry me out of the cave, much less to Vilbrand. Thank you for taking the lead in gathering the ingredients. I expect you would benefit from a rest too.
What are you talking about? I barely did anything.
In addition to the Porkses, I trust you've gained an inkling of how much effort goes into the creation of familiars. Or mayhap you attribute your struggles to old age.
If I said yes, would it persuade you to treat me like an adult?
Not with that pertness, it wouldn't. Anyway, assuming you have no other favors to ask, I shall be leaving.
Yay, we have our Porksy maker. Forgive me if this is a silly question, but of all creatures real and imagined, why choose a flying pig? Not that I dislike pigs, mind you. Given it was the first time making a Porksy, Master Matoya did a fine job, though she did have an Angelo for inspiration. Lest you wonder, Master Matoya has returned to her cave with Y'shtola. Yeah, like, there's peas in a pod, are there not? Yeah.
We can go into this with the trust party, although I haven't even worked on my trust yet.
Well, at any rate. Well then, my friends, let's turn to Limsa Luminsa and deliver the good news to the Admiral. A word to the officer in Bulwark Hall should be sufficient to secure us an audience. Alright, let's return to Limsa. Boop. It's also in some... Oh, that's the source of the buzzing that was in my ears. A tarantula hawk. AKA a big-ass wasp. Oh, I can just go over here.
Well, Lieutenant Garrot, ever a welcome sight. Tidings for the Admiral, you say? She's presently receiving guests, but for the Scions, I know she'll make an exception. Follow me.
Oh, hello. I see. My friends, what brings you in here this day? Well, we have some very, very good news. Is this true? By the Navigator, a cure for tempering. As often as I've been in awe of you, Scions, I would not have thought it possible. And yes, it is. And yet it is, Admiral. We have done it, here in Limsa, and production of more familiars has already begun. You have my thanks, truly. This will do much to advance the cause of peace, yet I fear it will take more to close the rift twixt man and beastman. Bah, even to speak thus divides us. Welcome as it is, a cure will not guarantee reconciliation between our peoples, for through summoning and the temper may serve to fuel the conflict, but they are symptoms of it. They are but symptoms of it. If we are to resolve the primal problem once and for all, we must address the cause. We must strive for mutual understanding and find a better way to leave our bloody past behind. 'Twas I who moved that the Alliance renew its push for peace. Since our ancestors came to these shores some 7 centuries past, we Luminsans have been at odds with those who share our island home. Save for a brief moment of cooperation with the kobolds, our history has been one of nigh constant territorial squabbling. Meanwhile, our struggle with the Sahagin for control over the seas has only grown fiercer, a matter made worse by the thrice-damned calamity driving them to seek new spawning grounds. That's a big-ass shell on his head. With survival at stake, each had no choice but to fight, and so I dismissed peace as impossible. Impossible is a word coined by the weak, I proclaimed to all who listen, and then gave up. You and yours put me to shame. Since you led us to victory against the Black Wolf, you have achieved the impossible again and again and again. Damn straight. And I thought it high time I followed suit, hence my proposal to the Alliance Council. But no sooner did I reach out to our neighbors in Vilbren than my own people sought to thwart me. You speak of the pirates who failed to attend the meeting. Aye, acting through a friendly faction among the kobolds, we had intended to seek an audience with the prominent patriarch. but the bloody executioners would not hear of it, and their absence sent a message to the rest. Though they are but one of 3 pirate powers, they are the greatest, and any attempt at peace would flounder without them. I am given to understand that the leader, Captain Hilfer, has been bedridden with for some while with an ailment of the lungs. Correct. In his absence, his right hand leads, a man named Sickard, but recently risen to prominence among their ranks. Save for his disdain for authority, little is known about him. We have invited him to speak with us more than once, but he will not come. I have tasked the Yellow Jackets and the Rogues with uncovering his motives, but they have learned naught of any value. I'll leave it to us, then. We have a nose for the truth. Whatever the Sickard wants, we'll find out. Truly, I would be much obliged. I shall look forward to hearing what you learn then. Good luck. Wood. Well, now that I opened my mouth, let's go on ahead and follow through with it. By way of a first step, I suggest we split up and make inquiries around town. Someone must know of this Sickard. If you could approach the pirate's throat, the rest of us will seek out the merchants and adventurers. Okay. I get to deal with pirates again. Weep. Weep. Alright, Marauders Guild. Oh, wrong way. I've got my traveling buddy. Isn't that right? Hey, good to see you again. Curious about Sickard, are you? As am I, my friend. As am I. Sadly, I know nothing of the man, save that the bloody executioners experienced a marked improvement in their fortunes after his promotion. Quite how he achieved this is a matter of some debate. As you know, the thalassocracy permits us to attack only Gallian vessels, yet these have all but vanished from the seas since the Empire turned in upon itself. In order to adapt, we Krakens have taken to trading with the East, but the executioners are less forward-looking. I cannot imagine that they would willingly abandon the old ways. So then, how are they landing their coffers? Whatever the secret, they are not like to share it with their rivals, but mayhap you will have more luck. Oh. I guess fighting alongside a guy will make him friendly with you. Yeah, in the Trust Dungeon, in the duty support version of the Siren Song C, he's actually he's actually an option for tank. I don't know why I'm running all the way down here. You are... okay, you're a low-level quest giver. Oh, hello, you. Greetings and welcome to the missing member. No, really, all people are welcome to dine here. There's absolutely no danger of dismemberment. I didn't ask, but thank you. Yeah, you want to know about Sickard? He's a wily bug is what he is. Found some clever way to make coin, they say, and traded it for Monsket's place at the Old Hill for side. There was a time we raced the executioners for a pick of the Empire's fleet, but the Gallians are gone and them days are with them. Owing to which we've all of us had to look for ways to make ends meet. With that jump-up bilge rat Sickard land in the juiciest, whatever it may be. Not that we Sirens are struggling, mind. We do well enough guarding fish and boats and from the fishbacks and other beasties. Get the first pack of the produce for our trouble, see? Quality stuff at a bargain price. As we pass to our sisters and as can't sail on account of getting old or wounded or with child, and they cook it up and sell for a pretty profit. Simple. Oh, I miss the old ways, don't get me wrong, but when I see the girls with their little ones, I think to myself, life of peace and quiet ain't all bad. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, wow, just a balcony. Okay. Well, we found out some useful info about Sickard. Apparently the Bloody Executioners have some sort of deal going on besides taking out Garlean ships. I see everyone has returned. Now, who would like to go first? Ooh, me. So, just as their imperial prey began to disappear, Sickard turned to the executioner's fortunes around with a mysterious new source of income. Whatever it is, it's nothing to scoff at. According to a tavern keeper I spoke to, the crew have been indulging themselves as never before, but no amount of drink seems to loosen their tongues as to how they are coming by the coin. For my part, I spoke with a reporter from the Harbor Herald. Publication has been investigating the secret of the executioner's good fortune and making little headway. Plainly, the executioners do not wish the nature of their business to be made public. And I think I may know why. In the course of making inquiries on Hawker's Alley, an interesting fact came to light. Just as the executioners began to enjoy better fortunes, the price of crystal went into sharp decline, a sudden fall in demand, I was told. Curious, I contacted Hoary Boulder, who's been watching the movements of the beast tribes, and my suspicions were proven correct. Despite ever-worsening relations between beast tribes and the thalassocracy, neither Titan nor Leviathan had made an appearance of late, suggesting that the kobolds in Zahagan lacked the means with which to summon them. So are they taking the crystals? All indications point to that conclusion, yes, though we have no hard evidence as of yet. We must investigate further. Agreed, so how do we proceed? Oh, I have an idea about that. In fact, I've already taken the liberty of making certain provisions. What? What do you mean by that? Wait, sausage and sauerkraut. Ooh. I hate sauerkraut. I really hate sauerkraut. I just can't stand the smell of sauerkraut. During my inquiries, a disgruntled merchant informed me that a wholesaler of crystals has recently arrived in Liminza offering wares at a price far undercutting the competition. After asking around, I was able to gain an introduction and will shortly pose as a potential buyer in a bid to establish the crystal's provenance. The man is due to be at Olshan's Embrace in Lower Lenosha shortly. I suggest we make our way there. Okay. Alphano gets around all right. Let's go. Boop. Boop. Oh. Okay. Well, let's get to the Tempest Gate then. Flying around makes it so much easier. Nope. Alright, well, you want us to hide and eavesdrop, I guess? That appears to be our merchant. Wish me luck. Wait, if he's truly in league with the Bloody Executioners, he will surely be wary of those allied to the Admiral, the Scions not least of all. Compared to yours and Throat's, mine's an unfamiliar face. Let me play the role of buyer. Graha's right. Even if you aren't recognized on sight, you look too genteel to be mixing with society's underbelly. Genteel? But very well, I leave it to you, Graha. And I guess we just hide over here and twiddle our thumbs until we get information. Got business with me, cat boy? You're the crystal wholesaler? That I am, but you're no merchant, so what do you want the crystals for?
Don't look at us, you idiot. You'll give yourself away.
Oh, I see. You're a weaponsmith, am I right? And you need crystals to make staffs like that fine specimen you've got there. That's right, I am indeed a weaponsmith, and I use naught but the finest materials. I bid you show me your wares. Well, we don't just invite anybody into our storehouses. It takes time to establish trust, you understand? Look, I have a large and urgent commission. If the quality is satisfactory, I will not quibble over the price. Alright, it's plain there's no ordinary crystal adorning your staff, so I'll make an exception. Come with me. It seems to be working. Let's follow them. Not too close. Now. Don't want to be too close. Tell them, but don't do it too close, or else they will probably find out. Oh, they went into the tunnel. Quietly now. Das lock crystals.
Blah, 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 blah. Haggle, haggle, haggle. Blah, 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 blah. Haggle, haggle.
Won't find any finer, especially not for the price. Indeed, I would expect to pay more than double for such quality. How could they possibly be so cheap? There's nothing unlawful about them if that's your way. They're from Ogomoro, if you take my meaning. Stuff as pure as it gets. You won't be disappointed. So, how much do you want? They've been looting Ogomoro. Ogomoro, taken from the kobolds, just as we suspected. They've been stealing crystals. That's enough. Shut your gobs and turn around slowly. I see. I believe that's Sickard. I'm Sickard, acting captain of the bloody executioners. No need to introduce yourselves. We know who you are, scions. And we also know you've been chatting to the Admiral. Got eyes and ears everywhere, see? Comes with being the only true pirate crew left in Linza. So we've established you ain't here to buy crystals. The question is, what are you here for? You're bold to reveal yourself to us without knowing our objective, but that would explain your swift rise to power. You have spoken plain, so I shall return the favor. We came here to learn why the bloody executioners opposed the Admiral's will. And we have our answer. Should Limsa Lumensa make peace with the kobolds, you would lose the source of your newfound wealth. That's right. Just to remind you, though, we ain't breaking any rules here. The law forbids us from attacking any vessel nor flying the Imperial flag, but they don't say nothing about beastmen. The only reason we keep Operation nice and quiet is because we don't want no one taking our business. Wait, just listen to the end, will you? For what it's worth, I have the highest respect for you and yours. Him especially. While the Maelstroms were worrying about dirtying the fancy red collar, you lot stormed Umagoro and battered bleeding Titan himself. Raised a mug to you when I heard the news. Now we're following in your footsteps, making sure the beastmen never summon their stinking gods again. Practically a success as we are. When there were still Imperial ships about, we did our bit for Limsa and went after them. But with the Galleons gone, there's no one left to ply our trade on except the beastmen. So let us have that, eh? It's only fair. Conscientious though some may find your views, it is true you have broken no laws. That being so, I see no reason why you should not state your case directly to the Admiral's face. Unless the acting captain of the only true pirate crew left in Limsa Lumensa has some other cause to hide in the cave. Well said. Well said indeed. Alright, I'll meet with the Admiral. I'll even provide the venue. The Astalicia. And I trust you won't turn down the invitation. The Astalicia. That went a lot better than I thought. I thought myself the hunter, but it turns out I was the prey. A timely reminder that the pirate powers of Limsa Lumensa are not to be trifled with. But all's well that ends well. Grahant here's timely provocation had the desired effect, and Sigurd has agreed to a meeting. Let's hurry back to Limsa Lumensa and pass on his invitation to the Admiral. Alright. No way, I can just fly back. It's not gonna be a big deal. I'm gonna go this way since it'll get me over to the lift a little bit faster. And talk to you.
Lieutenant Garrot, your companions have already reported to the command room. Will you be joining them?
Yes. Please get me in there. Welcome back, my friends. What news? We got you a meeting with Sigurd. So they have been stealing crystals from the kobolds. My thanks for solving the mystery and securing a meeting besides. Suffice to say, I accept Sigurd's invitation and I would have you join me as my guests. Future Limsa hangs upon the outcome of this meeting and I would have the scions present to bear witness. Okay. Let's be about it then. Whoops. I wasn't clicked on the game. There we go.
Look who's come crawling!
Traitor!
You can shove your piece!
Welcome aboard, Admiral. I'll wager you don't remember me. Sicard, acting captain of the bloody executioners, at your service.
'Twas kind of you to invite us. Now, if Captain Hillfear has a message for me, I bid you speak it.
We have just the one demand. That you forget this bilge about making peace with the Beastmen. Ours is a nation of pirates. Always has been, always will be. Deny us our right to plunder, and you deny who we are.
Too bloody right!
Pirates till we die!
What we want, we take!
Piracy has no place in our future.
What'd she say?
Pirates have no place.
Our nation has prospered through piracy, 'tis true. Yet it is but one part of our long and storied history. Centuries ago, our ancestors led a failed rebellion and were driven from their homes with little more than the shirts on their backs. In fear of their lives, they sailed south until they came to these shores. Finding the land occupied by kobolds, however, they were forced to turn to piracy in order to survive. And survive they did. But not so long ago, when the Empire threatened to crush everything we'd built, we set aside piracy and joined hands with our neighbors. This too was in order to survive. And survive we did. Time after time we fought the Empire, and time after time we won. And through trade with our newfound allies, we prospered more than we ever did through pillaging and plundering. The Empire teeters on the brink of collapse. Ere long, provinces like Wurlit and Bosnia and many others will regain their freedom. When they do, our matchless fleet will lead the world in a new golden age of commerce. The tides favor us, and the ocean beckons with her vast bounty. But if we cling to the old ways, this great ship we call Limsa will trade the boundless seas for a lagoon. Shall we scorn the world's wealth for a plundered pittance, then? Or shall we embrace change and thrive, like our ancestors before us? The choice is yours. But if we are to prosper in the coming age, the whole of Vilbrand must become our ship, and a kobold and Sahagin our crewmates.
Rousing words. Might even be some truth in them. But pirating's all we've ever known. And we ain't about to give it up just 'cause you say so. Still, we're all the Mincins here and no one wants a war. So where does that leave us? Long before you became Admiral, I heard you was captain of the League of Lost Bastards. That true? If so, you'd know how we pirates settle our differences.
a duel. Very well. As Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, I accept your challenge.
Ooh. All right. Let's see how this outcome happens. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, they're doing more than 10 paces. Okay. Ooh. Ooh.
This ain't over. Not till one of us is dead. Finish the job, or I will.
Hmm? Oh. The captain.
It's the captain!
Captain Elfir.
Ye fool. 'Twas over afore it began.
Captain.
Seems the whelps have been yapping while their master was abed. Listen well, all of ye. Since the signing of the Galadian Accord, we all of us have been part of the same crew. The crew of the good ship Limsa Lominsa. At the helm of that ship is the Admiral. And 'tis she who decides where we sail. Was I not clear on that point? Or did you forget whose deck you stand on? Nay? Then what in the seven hells are you playing at?
I like this guy.
It's all we know, Captain. If we ain't pirates, what are we?
You're bloody idiots is what ye are. Idiots with your own lives ahead of ye. Ye can do anything ye want. Be anything ye want.
You're bloody idiots is what you are.
We're pirates, aye. And we pirates love our loot. But that ain't our first love. Our first love is the sea. The sea! And what she brings us. Freedom! So hold fast to that. Let the brine-crusted husk that stands before you now be the last of them as knew naught save out of steel. And make of yourselves a new breed of pirate! Lad, I made ye me right hand 'cause I saw something in ye. And I still do. You have the makings of a captain. All you lack's the belief. Well now, it seems we're of one mind after all. Apologies for the misunderstanding, Admiral. We're with ye, wherever ye be headed.
You have my thanks, Hilfir.
Your choice of dueling pistol did not escape my notice. Good old Annihilator. Ender of many a proud pirate's voyage. Mistbeard's vanished into legend, and it won't be long before I take my rest in the depths. Yet be that as it may, the old ways can only truly die when we've dealt the Empire the telling blow. There'll be stormy seas ahead, no doubt. But I'm trusting ye to steer us through to the other side.
You bloody idiots is what you are.
Hell yeah. Though I had anticipated a duel, I did not foresee that Hilfir would intervene. Full glad that I am that he did. 'Twould have been a shame to kill the boy. Instead, the whelp has learned a valuable lesson, and we have made peace amongst ourselves. All that remains is to do likewise with our neighbors. Right. The great ship Vilbrand. For the first time in a long time, Merlvib's course is clear. Now, I need hardly tell you, but any attempt to negotiate with the tribes is doomed to fail unless their minds can first be wrested from the grip of their gods. And so, in the meeting we seek to arrange with the kobolds, I would have you free their leader of Titan's influence. Leave it to us. We will open his ears to reason. You have my thanks. Ere we proceed, there's something you should know. Some 50 years passed when the Sahagan swarmed our halls in ever greater numbers. Limsa entered into a covenant with the kobolds. To men shall go the bounty of the sea, to kobolds shall go the bounty of the land, an ostensibly equitable arrangement, conspicuously lacking in detail. Aye, inadvertently or not, the wording was ambiguous, and we took advantage of it, moving in to claim the northern reaches of Lenocia, which the kobolds believed theirs. Bloodshed followed, then bloodshed to answer the bloodshed, and on it went, till every Im of Vilbrand bore the stain of our conflict. This is not history, you understand it. It is the present fresh and raw. And with their kindred's blood yet on our hands, we will struggle to regain the kobolds' trust, even should we cure their temper. Admiral, you speak of obstacles like we are like to encounter at the meeting, but as things stand, I see no reason why the kobolds would agree to a meeting in the first place. And so we must provide a reason. I will restore their stolen crystals to them and personally deliver the cargo along with my apologies. Bait. They would welcome us into their midst, not to speak of peace, but to have you at their mercy. Aye, and given the wealth of the crystals we will bring, I wager they will attempt to summon Titan there and then. Meaning a high priest would need to be present, to whom we could administer the cure. Precisely. He is the fish I would catch, but he will not be alone. Nay, he will have gods on hand, and they will lay down their lives to protect him. Yet a single death on the kobold side would jeopardize our chance at peace, and there my venture flounders. Yet it need not. What if we were to employ the Conqueror's chain? Though we would still have to weaken the kobolds, it would allow us to subdue them without inflicting lasting harm. The artifact Mistbeard used to take goods and not life. Aye, that would serve. Well done, Marshal. If you don't know, he's Mistbeard. Formerly Mistbeard. If you do the If you do the duty Hullbreaker's Isle and then the hard difficulty, you learn a little more about him. So, friends, what think you of our strategy? The effects of tempering are cumulative, and we may safely assume that the High Priest's exposure to primal influence is extensive. It will therefore take a great deal of ether to reverse this effect, not to mention time. A time during which Alice would be defenseless, even should we all look to her protection, I'm not convinced we could keep an entire army of kobolds at bay. Well, I'm happy to take that risk. It's not as if we have any other choice. Besides, it's what Tesleen would do. And had I not followed her example, we wouldn't even have a cure for tempering, much less a chance to bring peace to Vilbrand. So I'm going to cure that priest or die trying.
I'm leaving you, Alice.
And I believe in you too, you and everyone. I know you'll keep me safe. It is settled then. See to your preparations to make for Camp Overlook. We will join you there anon. Ah. Nose is itchy.
Okay.
So yeah, Merlvib's right-hand man or advisor or whatnot is Miss Beard. Alright, I can just teleport there. Boop. Ah. Excuse me. Navino wasn't lying when he said I'd be defenseless, so I'm counting on you all to give me the time I need. Our sole purpose will be to keep you out of harm's way, so leave that to us and focus on your own task. Indeed, and should you want for ether, you only need say the word. Gabu! Did you follow us here? There's something important I want to say to the High Priest. Express state, say. Please let me come with you, please. I'm sorry, but it's too dangerous. I need you to promise me that you'll stay here where it's safe, all right? My apologies for the wait. It took time, but we have secured our audience. All unfolded as expected. At the mention of my returning their crystals in person, the kobolds suddenly remembered how keen they were to be reconciled. And so, in the glorious spirit of cooperation, we are to be received by Patriarch Zada of the Second Order, who awaits our pleasure in the navel. If you are ready, let us proceed to Ugamaro Mines at once. Alright. Let's get ready for a solo duty. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, little Gabu. Need to talk to him. But I really wanted to go with you. Accompany, join, go with you. Don't worry, Gabu. I'm sure there'll be an opportunity for you yet. Wait, what? Hold on a minute. Oh, okay. That's why I had that icon. I still haven't taken care of that objective on this character yet. Oh, right. Because I'm already here. Looks like you're ready for battle, Miss Beard. The Seathright will bear us to our quarry. Should he make to summon Titan, as I anticipate, we will halt the ceremony and restrain him. All hells will break loose, and we will have an army of kobolds to entertain until Alice's work is done. Just remember, none must die. We weaken them and let Ainzar do the rest. It is time. Stay the course, my friends. I spy calmer waters beyond the squall. Alright, let's go.
Into the crater!
Dead kobolds.
Greetings, Patriarch. I am Merlwib Blufistvin, Admiral of Limsa Laminsa. I come before you to offer my sincerest apologies for the many wrongs committed by my people against you and yours.
You were foolish to come here. Stupid, unwise, foolish. The Great Father shall have your souls for your folly.
Aye, just as we thought.
Now, Alice! Quickly!
You don't need to tell me!
Let none pass. We must grant her as much time as we can.
You got it.
Remember,
Do not kill any of them.
the girl seems to harm the Patriarch with vile magics. Kill her! Slaughter! Slay! Kill!
We must protect Alice!
You're in my sights. You're in my sights.
Jeez.
Oh good, it's gonna be in waves.
Oh, just what we need. You're not alone.
Oh, you resist stuns. Good!
You're in my sights.
There we are.
Alizé.
There we go. What? Oh, good.
More! I need more ether!
Oh, God. Admiral's down. Alright, there we go.
Just a little more!
Seriously? Oh my! Admiral? Oh! Okay. Oh. You got it. Oh, this is like a good night except bad. I'm the only one that's alive. Jeez. I am severely weakened. Jeez, look at my health. And this is normally a weak enemy. HP is reduced, healing is reduced, damage is significantly reduced. There we go. You owe me a full course meal after this.
Yes, this will do. Here I go. Go, Angela.
Did it work? What? What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, but they died by your hand. You sacrificed them to summon Titan.
No. No, 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 no! Why? Why would I do such a thing?
Would that there were a cure for the victims of the Tempered.
Gabu! What are you doing here?
Patriarch, please listen to me. Hear, heed, listen. The Great Father we have been summoning is false. He only hurts us and those we love. For a long time, his voice filled my mind. It told me to do terrible things. Awful, unspeakable, terrible things. But I didn't give in to it. And you mustn't either. There's been too much pain already. So please, end the suffering.
What have I done?
We share this child's desire, Patriarch. An end to summoning, for it spells naught but misery for both our peoples. For many long years, man and kobold have feuded over territory, pillaging and perishing for the earth beneath our feet. It may be said that we fought to survive, but what we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on. I would see us set aside the past and work together for peace.
It was wrong of me to hurt my own in the name of the Great Father. Sinful, evil, wrong. But that doesn't mean there can be peace between us. Men cannot be trusted. The bounty of the land was to be ours, and yours the bounty of the sea. But you broke the pact. Violated, breached, broke. Unready as we were, what choice had we but to call upon the Divine to rid ourselves of your tyranny?
None, and I do not blame you for it. In violation of the spirit, if not the letter of the pact, we took your lands for our own. The fault lies wholly with us. On behalf of all Laminsons, I offer you my humblest apology. I pray you'll find it in your heart to accept it. Yet I know an apology alone will not serve to make things right. So, we will revise the pact to leave no room for doubt. And any who violate it shall face justice, swift and certain.
No, we won't be fooled. Not again.
Please, hear me to the end. Fleeting though it was, there was a time when man and kobold abided together in harmony, in cooperation. In those days, your people shared the secrets of smelting. Knowledge which allowed Limsa Lominsa to thrive. Much of what we have, we owe to the kobolds. And so, for the good of all who dwell on this isle, I wish to make you an offer. We will bear your people's wares to every corner of the world, and trade them in your stead. In return, we will bring you the bounty, not only of the sea, but lands both near and far. Whatever you desire, the Navigator as my witness, you shall have it. There will be no more man and beastman, just the crew of the great ship that is Vilbrand. And together, we will share in the wealth of the world, if you'll only accept our hand in friendship.
We want to believe you. We truly do. But we believed you before and you betrayed us. Fooled, deceived, betrayed us.
There are bad men, it's true. But there are also good ones. And the ones before you are the best of them. They were always kind to me. Caring, nice, kind, and I trust them with my life.
Why do they look like they're vibrating?
Before I became Admiral, I was a pirate. I stole, I fought, I stained the sea red with blood. Such is my past, and I dare not forget it, however much I might want to. That is death penalty. The pistol I used to pass judgment on my own sire when he fell thrall to Leviathan and betrayed his comrades. It's loaded. If you were to point it at my head and pull the trigger, I would most assuredly die. Though it isn't much, my life is the single most valuable thing I possess. If it will suffice to atone for past wrongs, take it.
My bad! Sorry!
What comes after, I entrust to this man, my second in command. I know that he will do his utmost for the happiness of all who call Vilbrand home.
It's okay, I got a Phoenix down ready.
I do not trust you. Not yet. But Gabu does. And I will trust him.
He's blowing a sigh of relief. I think everyone is.
We want you to know that we respect your faith. There's nothing wrong with giving thanks to the land which sustains you. But summoning is different. Should you hear of anyone who would attempt it, we ask that you appeal to their better judgment, or failing that, seek our aid. We're always ready to help.
Many and more of my brethren are yet enthralled to the Great Father, just as I was. If you could free them too, I would be grateful. Appreciative, thankful, grateful.
Tis we who should be grateful, Patriarch. I thank you for affording us this chance.
That was pretty hardcore of her. You should also see how she tests armor. "'Twould seem we have found a way forward with the kobolds. Next we will help the Second Order to free their tempered brethren from the thraldom. Theirs is far from the only order, of course, and it will take no small amount of time and effort to reach the rest. But reach them we will, however long it takes. I would say that I was in your debt, but that has long been true. So instead I will say thank you for helping us plot a new course not only for Limsa Lominsa, but all of Eorzea." Alphina's face is a picture, equal parts jubilation and relief. Mine too. I didn't want us to have to see another death.
Right. Let's return to the Rising Stones.
Pray return to the Rising Stones.
Admiral, something strange is afoot at the floating city.
Breathe, man. What is it?
I think it's best you see for yourself. Please, come with me.
That doesn't seem good.
What in the world is that?
A tower?
You can see it too, then? I feared I was losing my wits. One moment I was patrolling as usual, and the next it was just there.
Yes? This is she. I am. I'm looking at it. What? Understood. Send the Elder Seedseer my regards.
Are they?
The communications officer. It seems this isn't the only tower. They've sprung up all across Eorzea.
Oh.
Nothing more is known. Only that they appear to be of Garlean construction. Our allies on the Alamegan front are on highest alert. Forgive my directness, but would you join them? They may well need the help.
Of course, Admiral. We shall make all haste.
My thanks. I will return to Limsa to weigh our response. Look for Commander Hext when you arrive in Alamigo, and may the Navigator speed you on your way.
Well, never a dull moment, eh? Oh good, it's pulsing! That's always a good sign. Don't worry, Lieutenant Geralt. I'll keep watch over the tower. Your place is in Alamigo. Right. Alright. Let's head over to Alamigo then. Hello, we are here. Oh, they made it nighttime.
Thank you for coming so soon. I'll send for Commander Aldin at once, and we can decide what to do about these infernal towers.
Roger preserved!
It can't be.
Bahamut?
The palace! After them!
Oh good, we've dealt with Bahamut. What the hell is going on?
You're here, good.
Well, well, well! To be received by such an illustrious cast! Why, even the hero of the piece is here! I feel quite starstruck.
Is that Asahi?
His body, more like. You don't fool us.
Oh! You saw straight through it! Anyone would think you dealt with Asians before. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Fandaniel, and may I say what a pleasure it is to finally make your acquaintance.
Oh, right. What the hell do you want?
My, straight to business is it? Suit yourself. It is my intention to recreate the final days, to which end I have distributed a collection of rather ingenious devices, or towers, which will, in time, give rise to the grandest of spectacles.
The final days? But it was the Asians who labored to prevent them.
You're quite right, though I would expect no less from one responsible for eliminating my unsundered colleagues. Honestly, the three of them were obsessed with restoring the one true world. As a sovereign individual, however, I never had much interest in such things. I mean, why bother when you're just another sundered minion? Admittedly, Elidibus was not convinced by that argument, but thanks to you, I'm finally free of his incessant nagging. Free to use my powers as I see fit, to fulfill my heart's desire. And my heart's desire is to lay this half-broken world to waste, leaving nary a fleck of dust behind!
And my heart's desire is to shove this
What?
dagger up your
Why
ass.
would you want such a thing?
Because I want wretched creatures who ask such meaningless questions to die!
Ah, snarked
You!
right back.
And you! And you! I want you all to die! And I want to die too! Oh, yes! I want to die and take everyone with me in a paroxysm of pain and suffering! I'm different, you see, from the ancients who clung to dear life, and from you.
I mean, I can grant you your wish of dying right now, if you
So
want.
don't bother trying to reason with me. You will find I have no reason, or creed, or any such tripe. I just want to destroy the world. But please do resist with all your might. It will add to my enjoyment. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled, for the curtains have risen on the spectacle to end all spectacles.
Interesting choice of words.
We, the Telophoroi, shall be your performers and this very star our stage.
Oh, jeez! Ow! Get the fire extinguishers.
Ah, but I nearly forgot. I have a message for you. My esteemed patron, Lord Xenos, eagerly awaits you at the heart of the chaos. While I wish only to destroy the world, he exists solely to relive a certain, transcendent moment with you. And it is for that reason he would reduce all to ash. Pray see to it his dreams do not go unfulfilled. For if you should disappoint him, my trusty companion here, whom I've dubbed Lunar Bahamut, will burn your cities and everyone in them.
Everyone out! My men will tend to the blaze.
Oh, by the way, I got a robe on. Yeah, and it's my heart's desire to shove this dagger up your ass! Thank goodness everyone's safe. We managed to put out the fire, though not quickly enough to save the garden. Raubon, can I leave it to you to send word to the Alliance? I'm gonna take you in and investigate the tower. We need to find out what it's for. We'll go with you.
No, you won't. You'll rest. From what MrVip tells me, you're due for some time off duty. Should we learn anything about the tower, we'll be sure to share it with you. Until then, I want you to rest.
Very well, but if you need our help, don't hesitate. And take care, both of you. Well, I don't know about them, but I could keep going. Oh, whatever. Alright, back to the Rising Stones, buddy. Back to the Rising Stones with us both, Suchi. Alright, Suchi, let's go back to the Rising Stones. Oh, you're back too. Good. We've received reports from the Alliance. And since we are all here, perhaps those who bore witness to the events in Alamiga could treat the rest of us to a first-hand account. Yep. Hold on a sec. No sooner do we overcome one problem than another appears. It would all seem tediously predictable, but for the endless variety of our foes, this Vandaniel sounds even more unhinged than his patron. Unhinged, perhaps, but no fool. For his pantomime theatrics, he gave away little about his plot. We only know that he intends to recreate the final days and that the tower will somehow facilitate this. And that he wants to die. He also called his dragon Luna Bahamut. Let's not forget that little detail. And this creature certainly did resemble the Elder Primal. That may be, but the fact that it answered to Vandaniel would suggest they are not one and the same entity. I think it more probable that it is some manner of simulacrum born of Ascian magics. Whatever it is, for now, we can but work closely with the Alliance and remain vigilant. I believe that concludes our news. What of yours, Y'shtola? I have been to the Sea of the Sultana. Knowing how quick the immortal flames are to dispose of their temper, I judged it best to provide them with the cure first. As soon as I had sufficiently recovered, I traveled to Ul'dah to deliver the Porxies to her grace, along with detailed instructions of their use. Yet my visit chanced to coincide with the arrival of some troubled tidings. The Immortal Flames had been on the cusp of agreeing to a truce with the Amalja when negotiations abruptly collapsed. The Amalja claimed that a number of their kind have been abducted, and that men are responsible. Not as known of the perpetrators as of yet, but the Immortal Flames went about investigating the abductions, and they came upon one of Vandaniel's towers. Ah, good, so the towers are there too. On the subject of the towers, you may be interested to learn that they are not an exclusively Eorzean phenomenon. According to the Alliance, they have been sighted as far afield as Yangja. Oh, good, so they're going to be involved too. Then it would seem reasonable to assume that they are everywhere. We simply have not found them. Well, as you said yourself, we can do little, but for now, save remain vigilant. And since we are dealing with a dragon, ostensibly at least, I believe it would behoove us to enlist the aid of an authority on such foes. Estinian! Estinian! No, just a moment. If he could be persuaded to lend his lance, I would be the first to welcome it, but the truth is, we will struggle even to find him. You let me and Kryl worry about that. We'll sniff him out no matter where he's hiding. Indeed, if indeed he is hiding, we have ways of locating him regardless, so if there are no objections, we shall depart at once. Bye. You two have fun harassing Estinian then. I'm sure he'll welcome that. Well, rather than sitting around, I think I might go to each of the city-states and educate them in the use of the Porxies. They would doubtless appreciate it, but might you consider taking a moment to rest before leaving? You would be fresher for the tasks ahead. Well, my friend, our moment of triumph did not last long. There. Oh dear, are you not enjoying our adventure? Come now, I didn't say that. While it may not be the most carefree experience, there's nothing in this world I would rather do than write a new future with you. A long future, mind? Whatever the Telephorai might hope. We'll stop them, won't we? Together.
I believe this is the end of patch 5.4.
Yeah, I believe this is the cutscene.
Meanwhile, somewhere in the locks.
Oh. Well, there's another tower. It's also pulsing. Pretty nastily.
The scouts should have been back by now. I'm gonna go and find them. Oh, thank goodness for that.
Something about him seems... Oh no.
Glory be.
Glory be to Garlemald!
Oh! And meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace...
The piles have been driven as planned, and the first of the beasts has roared to life.
Oh, right.
Moreover, I am pleased to report that preparations are well underway for the rest. Ere long, chaos shall reign over all the land, as befits the final days.
Call it what you will, so long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened. I care not.
Of course, my lord. By strange coincidence, your dear friend chanced to be present when I made my declaration. I took the liberty of informing him that you await his coming, though I confess I may have singed him a little in the process.
And why do you tell me this? Are you in such a hurry to die?
Ah, my apologies. I must guard my tongue lest it be the end of me. Though, there is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. Huh. I shall keep it in mind as a contingency. For now, however, I shall proceed with the plan. My lord.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
Ah. I see. All right, then. All right. Looks like that is gonna be it. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording on my end. All right. I did start a half an hour early because I had a feeling it'd take me 2.5 hours to finish all this, and I was off by 7-8 minutes, but whatever. So yeah, that's actually gonna do it for tonight. I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. I'll probably stream on Monday though, and we'll go on ahead and start patch 2. Or patch 5.5, not 2.5. God, we're not back in a Realm Reborn. So yeah, we're gonna go on ahead and start patch 5.5's MSQ, and be even closer to finishing off the MSQ for Shadowbringers. So I'll see you guys on Monday, most likely. So take it easy, and see you then. Have a good night.